penguin face killings.
You know, a lot of people misspelled like dick face killing. Or
Yeah.
I love that.
What's up, y'all? I'm here with Fulci
Yeah.
from Italy, man. You guys are from Caserta?
Oh yeah, Caserta is our hometown. I am Dom. My name is Dom.
My name is Edo.
Thanks for joining me, guys. They just played a fucking great set here at Come and Take It Live. In Austin, full visuals, a full visual experience. You said
Yeah.
you put the video together yourself?
Yeah. We actually we direct some guy, give some video maker the direction,
Yeah.
and he made these cool videos, you know, and we make it synchro with the music we play live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like being inside of like Fulci's greatest hits.
Yeah, actually, every song, you know, talks about specific part of the movies of Lucio Fulci. So the video is linked to the lyrics and to the song itself. You know?
Yeah, it's killer, man. Full immersive death metal experience.
Yeah, we try to do like a, full Italian horror experience.
Caserta, would you consider that southern Italy or south central?
Yeah, actually, it's at the end of the world.
Yeah.
We are more close to North Africa than Europe.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Because I've been doing some interviews recently with people from Italy, and I did an interview with a girl from Sicily,
Yeah.
and I talked about Italy, and she said, "No, it's Sicily, motherfucker. Fuck North Italy." So I guess
Yeah.
it's kind of
Yeah.
two different worlds, huh?
Yeah. Actually, living in the north of Italy right now, because the south of Italy is very difficult to handle. I mean, you cannot find a job. You know, life is totally different over there. So we were born and raised there. It's nearby Napoli. It's the most famous city in that area. But we moved somewhere else. I mean, singer lives in Rome. Me and the bass player lives in Milan. He's the only one from Milan, actually.
I was born in northern Italy.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So you're the outcast.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah. Our human drum machine.
Right on. Yeah, for real, for real.
Thank you.
I love how just synced up that whole experience was, man. A very smooth, like I said, just a very immersive experience. It was a lot of fun. I was telling you guys earlier, you know, there's a lot of really smart, technical, progressive death metal right now. That's kind of a trend that's happening right now. You guys brought it back to dumb, violent, gory fun. I had a lot of fun, man.
It's the only thing we try, that we can manage to do. You know, we are not too technical, so we go simple. You know, we make it simple.
Right. And effective.
Yeah.
Right. New album, Duckface Killings. One of my favorite records of the year. It's a very special album. The production is the best production you guys have had so far, I think. And the guitar tone, everything. I was looking at pictures in the studio. I want to know about the guitar tone because I saw, where I see it, VTM 60, dual rec, and I saw a Marshall Super Bass 60, which are kind of, not a lot of people know about those. And I've actually used a Super Bass for
Yeah.
bass guitar, and
Yeah.
it works really well. So what did you guys use for guitar?
Yeah.
on the new album?
We record at Till Death Studio. That is actually our guitar player studio,
Oh, cool.
and he produced all our albums since the beginning. And he got a lot of gear, but for this album we used very simple stuff. For the bass, I don't remember very good, but maybe we just plugged the how it's called, this pedal, the
DI?
Yeah, the DI, but not the Sunsamp, the other one, the new one, Dark Plus.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
Just-
used those. Alex
yeah.
Webster uses
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
very
They're great.
simple. And for the guitars, we tried several, 51, 50, the Mesa, but in the end we used this Marshall 80,100, 8100.
Yeah.
It's very basic stuff. Yeah, but we discovered it was used for the bleeding, Cannibal Corpse used
That
for the
makes
bleeding,
sense.
and Death used for Symbolic maybe.
Oh, wow.
And it's a transistor head. It's very simple.
Yeah.
And
They used it on the Bleeding, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
The new album reminds me in the best possible way of the Bleeding. We talked about that.
Yeah,
We're
we
messaging
already
each
talked,
other. That's my favorite Chris Barnes era Cannibal Corpse. What's your guys' favorite Cannibal Corpse album, if you had to pick one?
Chris Barnes said I picked Tomb of the Mutilated because I was a kid and it was the first album I
Hammer Smash
had,
Face.
Yeah. And my favorite track is maybe Post-Mortem Ejaculation.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But George Fisher era, I'd say Bloodthirst. Yeah.
Kill for me.
Kill, yeah.
I was in high school when that came out.
Okay.
Also for me.
Yeah.
Kill and Wretch Spawn.
Nice. Very cool. So you guys, for those of you who are completely posers and don't know, every album's based on a different Fulci movie.
Yeah.
Right? So you've done City of the Living Dead,
Right.
Zombie.
Yeah.
You call it Zombie 2 in Italy.
Yeah.
This one is New York Ripper, and then Voices from Beyond, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
the other
yeah,
one?
right.
I haven't seen that movie, actually. So I'm the poser. I'm a fucking Fulci poser.
Yeah, it's Voices from Beyond is a late Lucio Fulci movie. It was 91, I guess, and it's a very low budget movie. It was at the end of his career, and we are very bound to this movie because it was the first one we saw when we were kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we just discovered it's a giallo with a little bit of mystery, and we decided to base our third album on this movie because it got also very oniric vibes, so we use a lot of synthesizers in that album. We
Yeah.
experiment a lot,
Makes sense. Sort of matching the vibe of the movie with the
Yeah, the idea was
synthesizer
to have
sound.
like a nightmare and dream
Yeah.
sort of.
Cool. So the real question, and I hate when people ask me when I just put an album out and they say, what's next? But I'm going to guess next, if you've been thinking about it or not, The Beyond.
Yeah, the Beyond, we are very afraid to work on.
Yeah, it's a
It's
big
not
one.
easy, yeah. Not easy, I don't know if we are prepared to do
Right.
that.
I think we are.
Yeah?
Because you really make an effort to match the themes. I mean, even in the live show tonight when you were playing some of the songs from Tropical Sun, you're incorporating like steel drums and shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Nobody does that kind of thing. It's a new concept, at least to me.
Yeah. I mean, we try to respect Lucio Fulci intention and transposing this to the music,
Right.
So we try to do in our own way. We don't know if it's right or wrong, but for us it makes sense.
Totally.
So if we feel confident with a movie and we feel confident to transpose this movie in music, we pick that movie.
Right.
So we don't know what's next. Maybe A Cut in the Brain, maybe The Beyond, maybe House by the Cemetery. I don't know.
I didn't
We
think
have
about that one.
yeah.
That's a fucking weird one, man. On that subject, talking about really trying to capture the vibe of the movies in sound, I want to talk about your lead guitar sound, because to me, you have a signature lead guitar sound. It's very signature. It's a little bit psychedelic. It's got delay on it. It has something else on it that I can't quite put my finger on. Is there?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Nobody told me this before. Thank
Really?
you so much.
Yeah, no, it's very distinct. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's a signature, especially on the new album. And I know on some of the songs on the new album, you're using a wah pedal,
Yeah.
like going hard. And to me, it sounds like a duck quacking.
Yeah.
Is that on purpose?
Not really, but when we try to play with it, we thought about the same thing,
Yeah.
I don't know. I try to more than make it like a lead solo, try to create like an atmosphere
Right.
with the solos, because it's just an instrument to give like some vibes about anxiety or maybe creepy stuff, So I try to do the solos if we need. If we don't need solo, we don't do that.
Yeah. What's the tone, though? You have delay, right? And a little reverb. There's like an X factor. If you don't want to tell, that's
no.
okay.
I have no secrets. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to share. We live in a sharing era, so no problem. I live. I use recently. I bought a Boss delay reverb. It's one pedal.
Yeah.
I
Oh
have
yeah.
both.
I used to
thing-
have one of those.
Yeah, they don't produce anymore.
Right.
But with one pedal, you have reverb and delay, so it's easy for me.
Yeah.
And I bought a auto wah pedal because
Okay.
I don't want to bring huge stuff on tour. So I have a auto wah, so it works quite good.
Cool.
And that's it.
Right
very,
on.
Very simple.
So for drums, man, you're having to compete with a machine. You're a
okay.
human machine, right?
Thank you.
Is it was it a challenge to get the drum parts and also the stuff that you're doing on the sample pad and the same? You're
It's
running
a big
lot of
challenge
stuff.
for me because I also find a lot difficult to play electronic stuff because I never do that in the past. It's the first time I use electronic stuff, so it's a challenge for me.
Well, you're
Uh,
nailing it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'm doing my best.
Sure, that's all you can do, man.
we listen to a lot of hip hop music, so it's some sort like playing like a beat.
Yeah, but never do that live. I always did that kind of stuff in the studio, just by myself. But in front of a lot of people is a different thing
Sure.
for me.
Yeah, it's a lot to process, I'm
Yeah,
sure. But
exactly.
you did a great job tonight, man.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you very much.
So we know what movies you guys have done, but what are your, let's say, three personal favorite Fulci movies?
Yeah, this one is always hard question.
That's a bitch of a question.
Yeah,
I have to ask these.
Yeah.
What are your top three favorite death metal? What's your top three favorite Fulci?
Yeah,
Difficult.
every time I change my top three in every interview. This time I'd say first on top, I place City of the Living Dead because I like the dark atmosphere,
Mm-hmm.
and then the second is Cut in the Brain because I think it's a very underrated Lucio Fulci movie. It was very experimental, and third one I'd say The Beyond.
And for me, the first one is Quando Alice ruppe lo specchio, which is the name in English.
This is the Italian name. The English name is Touch of Death.
Touch of Death,
Yeah.
because he's ignorant, totally ignorant. And I also like Zombie 2 and Zombie 3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's on
You
the
had two of my favorites: City of the Living Dead, Beyond, and I think I would have to go with Zombie too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of, those are the cliche big ones, but
Yeah,
My favorites, for
yeah,
sure.
Most famous.
okay. So if we were going to do an American band after a horror director,
Yeah,
who would it be? Craven, Carpenter,
I think
Toby Hooper.
no. I'll do Romero.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, see, that's a bias. That's Italian bias, right?
Yeah.
Here. Prejudice. You'd have a lot to work with there. Even like Martin, that movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one? It's fucking weird.
Yeah,
Vampire
yeah,
movie.
Yeah, vampire movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did very different things. Besides, Night of the Living Dead,
Right.
and Dawn of the Dead, and the trilogy. I mean,
Yeah. And what, the Crazies too.
yeah.
You'd
And
have a lot to work with
Yeah.
there. I didn't
And
think about that.
Knight Riders, you know that one?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
the knights on the cavalier on the motorbikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. What do you think for American director if you were going to do a band?
Carpenter.
Carpenter?
It's a lot of sci-fi in it.
Yeah,
I
like
love
The
it.
Thing would be cool.
Yeah.
Babysitter Murders for Halloween.
When I saw, in Tombed AD,
Yeah.
yeah, they use the Carpenter music for intro in their live.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
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 And they did
He create a very mysterious and sci-fi vibe.
right. The challenging thing with Carpenter is he did all the music to his movies.
Yeah.
So you would have to kind of figure out a new way of doing some of those themes, which you guys probably dealt with too, because Fabio Frizzi did a lot of the Fulci stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you're paying tribute to him, but you don't want to use exactly.
Yeah. In
the
the
same
beginning,
notes.
we just steal like Mortician did
Yeah.
the samples from the movie,
Right.
But then we start. Actually, we are in touch with Fabio Frizzi,
Okay.
and in January we will play a show together.
No
And,
shit.
I mean, yeah, we are.
Oh, in Italy.
Yeah, in Italy.
I saw a flyer for that.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
Yeah. So we don't want to just steal his stuff, and we try to make our music inspired a lot by him, of course.
Yeah.
But it's our stuff.
Right.
And Romero also, he got a very cool soundtrack from Goblin.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's very
Didn't
prog
think about
rock.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are your favorite things about touring the USA, and maybe pick one favorite thing, one least favorite thing, USA versus Europe, because it's
Okay.
different. People don't
Yeah.
maybe don't realize it's a different experience.
I mean, it's totally different. I mean, we like to play here because the music we like was born here. So I mean, the people, knows what we are doing.
Florida death metal.
Yeah.
man. I was born in Florida, right
Yeah.
by Tampa.
So you know what I mean. I mean,
Yeah.
So when we were kids and we bought like albums, in the thanks list, we discovered all the bands and we read, recorded that Mori Sound, Scott Barnes. So we grew up with that kind of things. And when we come here, we perceive this in the air, So this is a very good things. I mean, we feel good vibes.
Yeah.
The least interesting things is the miles.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
A lot
man.
of 'em.
We are so lazy in Italy, so we don't want to drive so much.
Yeah.
that sucks.
Everything's way closer
Yeah.
in Europe,
Yeah.
And I gotta say, my favorite thing about touring Europe is like the truck stops. We call them truck stops here in Europe are so fucking nice, dude. The coffee's good.
Yeah.
The coffee machines, everything's great.
Yeah,
Not so much here. It can be a fucking disaster. You go in the bathroom and it's like a fucking Lucio Fulci murder scene,
I mean, I like. I'm a fan of Buc-ee's, so
Oh yeah, yeah, Texas, man. I got one right by my house. I live like 5 minutes from Buc-ee's.
yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so that'd be your favorite. The vibes in the air and Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Those are the favorite things. What about you, man? Is this
Yeah.
your first time touring the States?
Yeah, it's my first time touring the States, but I've been a lot of time in the States with my family just to do some vacation. Yeah, I think the distance between the places is a good thing and also a bad thing. Bad thing when you're touring is like really stressful.
Yeah.
But it's also good because when you travel from a place to another place, it changes a lot of stuff. You see a lot of difference because of the distance, because you're traveling in another state.
Right.
Is very good, and also it's one of my favorite places in the world here.
Cool.
Everything is bigger than in Europe, so it's a cool thing.
Yeah, that's for sure. And in Texas too.
Yeah.
Everything is bigger
Everything
in
is
Texas.
bigger in Texas.
We're glad to have you guys, man. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Dave from 20 Bucks Spin. He wanted me to tell you how awesome he is. And
Man.
he's a great guy.
Yeah,
He said they already know, but tell him again.
yeah,
So it's on record, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to 20 Bucks Spin as always.
Yeah, shout out. I mean, David's like I don't know how to say, una guida, like guide for us, like a star to follow, because every time I have some doubts or question, he answer me, give me suggestion, advices, and everything becomes easy with him,
Yeah.
and and I really like the art direction he's doing with his record label.
Yeah.
I mean, every band he pick is special, except us.
Bullshit. Anything else you guys want to say to the viewers?
Oh,
We haven't covered.
Thank you for watching this interview. Thank you for the interview,
Of course.
and congratulations for your album. I
Oh,
really
thanks,
like
man.
that. We really like that. We are jamming in the tour,
Cool.
in our truck, and thank you everybody for coming at the show very early, and we hope to come back soon in US.
Cool. Hey, Duckface Killings is out now. Fulci, it's on 20 Bucks Spin. They are on tour, what's it called? Devastation on the Nation,
Yeah,
right? I Am Morbid, Suffocation, Uada, Mortiferum, Knoll, who I saw for the first time
Yeah.
tonight, who are fucking insane.
Great band.
Yeah, they're opening. Fulci plays second, but get there early for Knoll because they're great too.
Yeah.
And thank you guys.
thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it. Yeah. Cheers.